Dear friends, welcome. Imagine suffering from problems you can't control, like health issues, dealing with stress, uncertainty of a life, and asking a spiritual master a question: can you change my destiny with your grace? Reflects the kind of heartfelt appeal many devotees made to Ramana Maharshi. One of our notable devotees who raised similar questions about destiny, suffering, and grace was Kavyakanta Ganpati Muni. Let's explore the teaching behind it and how it applies to modern life. Ganpati Muni, a brilliant Sanskrit scholar, a poet, and mantra practitioner, a respected spiritual aspirant long before meeting Ramana Maharshi. He had mastered Vedic chanting, practiced austerities and mantra japa, gained recognition as a learned spiritual figure. Yet internally he suffered from deep spiritual dissatisfaction. Despite years of practice, he still felt mental unrest, spiritual frustration, and inability to attain direct realization. This inner struggle led him to seek a true master. Ganpati Muni did experience several health and physical difficulties during his life. Although his struggles were often described more as intense, physical exhaustion and nervous strain resulting from extreme spiritual practices. Ganpati Muni practiced very severe spiritual disciplines for many years. These included prolonged mantra repetition for thousands of times daily, fasting and reduced intake, with long periods of meditation and minimal sleep. Because of this, he often suffered from severe physical fatigue and nervous weakness, with body heat and agitation from intense mantra practice. He felt spiritual frustration, inability to attain realization. This inner struggle pushed him to seek help from Ramana Maharshi at Arunachala. In 1907, Ganpati Muni came to Arunachala, where Ramana Maharshi was living. At that time, Ramana Maharshi was mostly silent, living with simplicity and attracting seekers by his presence. Ganpati Muni approached him with great humility and said in essence, I have studied scriptures and practiced many austerities, but I still do not know what true tapas is. Please guide me. This moment is historically important because Ganpati Muni was one who publicly declared Ramana Maharshi as Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. One day, he approached Ramana Maharshi and asked Bhagavan, I am suffering from these health issues. Can you change my destiny through your grace? Ramana Maharshi's answer was profound and philosophical. He taught that destiny exists only for the individual ego. When the ego disappears, destiny has no owner. Ramana Maharshi taught a direct method called self-inquiry. The method is simple. A problem or thought appears. Ask to whom does this arise? The answer to me, then ask who am I? By turning attention inward, the sense of ego weakens. When the ego dissolves, suffering loses its psychological grip and inner peace appears naturally. It's similar to like a movie projected on a screen. On the screen, you see joy, sickness, tragedy, or a success, but the screen itself is untouched. Health problems, success, failure, they belong to the body, not to the deeper self. Realizing this creates inner freedom even in difficult circumstances. Ramana Maharshi did not deny physical suffering. He himself had cancer in his spine, yet he remained peaceful. His teaching was pain may exist in the body, but suffering is intensified by identification with the mind. When the mind becomes quiet, fear decreases, acceptance increases, and inner stability appears. In today's world, people face chronic illness, anxiety, uncertainty about the future. Ramana Maharshi's teaching helps by shifting attention from external control to inner awareness. Someone worried about illness may think, why is this happening to me? Why my life is ruined? Self inquiry asks, who is experiencing this worry? What is the nature of I that feels threatened? This questioning gradually reduces the mind's constant narrative of fear. The encounter between Ganpat Muni and Ramana Maharshi teaches an important lesson. Even the most intelligent and accomplished individuals can struggle internally. The real transformation begins when attention shifts from trying to control destiny to understanding the nature of self, experiencing destiny. Ramana Maharshi summarized his teaching in a very clear way. There are only two ways to conquer destiny. First is to inquire who the one is that has destiny, and the second is to completely surrender to God. This means self inquiry dissolves the ego, total surrender removes the sense of doership. Both lead to freedom. Ramana Maharshi's teaching does not promise to overcome all external problems. Instead, it reveals something deeper. When you discover the true self, your relationship with suffering completely changes. If this teaching resonated with you, like the video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more insights from Ramana Maharshi teachings. Thank you for listening.